He left who begging to live together? Am I the asshole for refusing to move into my fiance's mother's house? Until 2 months ago, my fiance and I were living in a rented house that cost about $2.4K a month. I paid all of it and the bills. For over a year, she also has been a stay-at-home mom since the birth of our son. However, she hated that house. TBH, I don't think any of her reasons were particularly valid, but I agreed and we planned on finding another place while I get ready to buy a house at the end of the year. And in the meantime, her mom and a stepdad bought a house in a different city and moved far away. The house they own, where we live, is fully paid off. So they invited us to move into her house so we can continue paying the bills, like insurance, property tax, and all the other stuff, but that would cost us somewhat less than what we were paying at the rented house. I was against it at first because I felt like moving into her mother's house, I would not really feel at home, and I would always feel like I have something above my head. And also, I didn't want that to be used against me in the future, because at the end of the day, I can take care of all my bills. After her mother talked to me about it, I agreed to move in. A week before we moved in, my fiance and I had an argument, and she said she did not want me to move in within her to her mom's house anymore, and she would go by herself. I ended staying at my parents' house. 2 months in, she now hates staying at her mom's house. Her and a little brother don't get along too well. He lives there too, and I'm having to manage him. He's 18, but act like a toddler, TBH. And the pets, she feels overwhelming. Now she is begging me to move to the house. I do not want to, and I will not do that. I feel like the only reason she wants me here is because she realized the amount of work I was doing around the house, and now she got to do it all alone. I did most of the cooking and paid for a cleaning lady to clean for us things she has to do herself now. Currently, we share the baby time 2 days at a time. Even though I work full-time, hybrid, I always manage to put in half the work when it comes to the baby. Some days when I go to work, the baby stays with my mom, who is retired. In the last few days, she has gotten so desperate to have me live again with her that she already wants to move out of her mother's house and for us to get an apartment. I am not keen on that either. TBH, I feel happy in not living with her. No more nagging, no more constant complaining about everything. She wants me to move in, but I actually don't see myself living with her again. Not having her around has somewhat made me realize how depressed I was around her.
I, 26F, think my boyfriend. In the time we've been together, his chronic pain. My 14 years old son ghosted. Yelk does not belong in scrambled eggs.